And Peter, what's missing? Certainly one certainty here is taxes on the wealthy are heading higher. What's not in the deal?
Well, first of all, the fact that taxes are going up, Sarah, that is significant in and of itself. 2 decades. That's how long it's been since Americans saw their tax rates increase. What we're going to get out of this compromise deal, signed off on by the House last night after a day of controversy and roller coaster debate among House Republicans, is a package that will raise rates for those households earning more than $450,000 a year. Everyone below that level, again, is going to be protected. They're going to see the same rates they've had basically for the last 9-10 years. That is significant, though. Those high-end earners will face a new rate of 39.6%, what we saw during the Clinton years. There's also going to be higher rates for the estate tax. 40% will be the new rate for estates above $5 million. That's the exclusion right there. It's going to affect a lot of high-end earners as well, those people who want to pass on their estates to their heirs. You also have the capital gains and dividends rate, so important to investors, particularly people who watch this show. For high-end earners, again, it's going up to 20%, and if you factor in the healthcare law, it's going to be 23.8% for a lot of wealthier Americans. So we are seeing some significant tax increases here, but there's a lot that's being left, if you will, for further debate.
Absolutely. We haven't seen them deal with spending or entitlements or even the sequestration. Haven't seen them deal with the debt ceiling. So, Peter, give us a little preview of all of that unfinished business we have to look forward to.
Well, it's going to be like Groundhog Day, Sarah. It's going to feel like we're going to have just another fiscal cliff every few weeks. The next real battle coming up is going to be the debt ceiling. You're going to get it by the end of February. There's going to have to be some resolution there. The Treasury Secretary says he has emergency measures he can take until that time. And then beginning of March as well, these automatic budget cuts that have been turned off for 2 months. These are the defense cuts as well as the non-defense cuts. Well, they're right back at it on March 1st. You're going to have to resolve that issue. And, of course, we've got to keep the government funded, or we'll have another government shutdown. That's in March. So there is a brief respite here for this new Congress that kicks off tomorrow, Sarah, before they're right back at it. This budget battle is not going anywhere, and both sides already today barely, with this compromise signed off on, jockeying for leverage.
I'll say, with a government shutdown and potential default of the U.S. government under threat. Peter, quickly, we want to also ask you about carried interest. It's a theme I know that Deirdre's been covering a lot here on Money Moves.
Yeah, so it's not part of this compromise package. Specifically, of course, the capital gains rate going up to 20%. That will affect carried interest income for high-end earners. They'll be taxed at that higher 20% rate. But don't think that this is a fight that's over there. For sure, the White House would like to include dealing with carried interest, treating it as ordinary income as part of the larger battle over the tax code that is to come. This is not done yet, and folks in the private equity, hedge fund, investing industry, they know full well that this is a battle not yet complete.